Hey guys, it's Syndicate here, and I am back with the second part of 20 plus, because I don't know how many it's going to be yet, of my getting to round 60. I know, it's a massive round number, and honestly I don't think I'm going to beat it again, or even attempt to. I might, if I feel like I want to, go for around 100. I think that would be a pretty good aim, but I think that would take me a full day's playing time. I'm not even joking. I think it'd take 24 hours. So I'd have to pause it and make sure my Xbox gets enough like air to it, so it doesn't overheat and decide to go poof. But I'll just give you a lowdown on what's going on, guys. Here, what I'm doing basically is I'm going to, every time I run out of ammo, but nearly every time, with a gun, then I will go to the box and I'll swap it out, because at the moment I'm just trying to get to 100,000 points without pack-a-punching any guns. As you can see, I've got all my 4 perks. I haven't actually downed once yet, I don't think. Don't quote me on that one. I might have downed earlier, but I do not down like close around this time, I don't think. But as you can see here, I will constantly pick up the guns that I get from the box. I'll spray all my ammo into the enemies to try and get maximised amount of points. I won't always aim at the heads, which you should basically do. You want to be aiming at the enemy's heads because it'll obviously do the most damage. But I'll give you a quick tip on a round 50, like 50 plus. Aiming at the heads won't even do anything. I had an upgraded Pt.2 and I was spraying that just straight at the heads, and it wasn't even taking one down. It was just giving me hundreds and hundreds of points, which was good for the points. But in the end, it worked out really good that I actually did this 100k challenge to like as a challenge, because if I wouldn't have done the 100k and when I wouldn't have had all these points, then that would have been me basically screwed over, because I would have been in a lot of crap, because I run out of ammo completely and I only have one shell of my thunder gun, just in case things get a bit too hasty. So I keep that on me at all times. I think I run out of monkeys towards the end as well, because I just try to get as much points together, because I needed to activate the guns, pack a punch it and everything. I'm actually gonna like look at my fan clip and just see how many points I have, so like a future reference later on to be able to speak about it. But okay, I did some open lobbies today and it went really well. We got up to around 17 as 4, because we're going to try and work on the best way for 4 of us to get as far as we can. I'm kind of thinking if we all manage to run the stage method together, then yep, that's sweet. But I still think the easiest way as a group of 4 is to just do laps around the map and make sure that you all get through the electricity barrier, and then the last person who runs through it activates the electricity barrier, and just take it in turns to run round first or last, and then activate the barriers and spraying the enemies at the same time. Another good thing is though, if you all actually really want to go to a really high round basically on leaderboard stats, then honestly let someone do this. Get 4 of you in a game, all you other 3 just keep killing yourself and like out the way. So every new round just kill yourself, and I know it might be annoying for a waste of time, but if you really guys want to go for a high leaderboard score, then get doing that, because that is like the best way you're going to do it. If you want to be like known as like getting to around 60 or something, then you need to leave it solo to one person really. That is the best way to get high on the leaderboards, because we tried it today. And if we just tried running the stage together, this is what I just call it, running the stage, because it's the stage method or the turret method. It proves more difficult, because I could go like left and you could go right, and I could be trying to control a zombie and then he could flick to you and attack you by accident, and the same could go for whether you try to control a zombie and I could control a zombie. The main thing I have to advise before anyone tries to going for high round zombies is to make sure you know how to be able to control a zombie. Like, make sure you know how to be able to drag them to come like a certain direction, and try not to get one zombie on his own, because if they're on their own, you want to space enough time for that zombie to get to you, but then again for him to be able to join the rest of the group, because if he's not with the rest of the group, then you're pretty much screwed. And look how many hits I just took there, although that was me getting too cocky, because I just wanted to put as much ammo into that guy, and it just proves how difficult it's getting. Also, people, you do get frag grenades. Frag grenades help because you can get crawlers off it. You don't necessarily need it to kill them, you need it to slow them down. It'll like blast them for a minute and it'll just like hold them back. But the main thing you actually want to do with it is just genuinely just try and get a crawl off it, because if you manage to blow off a zombie's legs, then he's going to be crawling half the speed, and then you can take care of all the walkers, and you can keep the crawlers. This also works for, you know, like any other method. Say if you just try to go as far as you can, or you're like in a really tough situation and you're like getting annoyed because there's loads getting around you. And I think I might down here, I'm not quite sure, I don't think so, I might do, obviously not. But that is a good thing, because say if you've got, I don't know, 24 per round come, and say you've got 10 crawlers that are crawling really slow, then it's going to make your job a lot easier to try and kill the walking zombies, or like the running zombies or marching zombies, because you even get them marching towards you like Nazis, can't you? So that's pretty crazy. And it's advised to try and get crawlers, and it helps a lot. But if you've got double points, you might as well just take them out, because it's a good points that you'll be wasting just on crawlers, and then you can spray more into a big group of people. So that's some really good advice for you there. Also, when playing zombies and going for like a high round level, I suggest you have a lot of free time on your hands. Go and tell your mum and dad not to disrupt you, or they'll get a nice swift punch to the face or a kick to the face, whatever you want to teach, or maybe nunchucks to the balls to your dad. He walks in your room, whoosh, bang, straight in his nuts. I don't think he'll be coming in your room again. I might try that to my dad, but I don't think I'll have anywhere to live. So actually, that's not a good idea, kids. Or kids? Oh, I'll just refer to you as kids. Sorry about that. I wouldn't advise kicking your dad in the nuts. That's not the best of ideas, I don't think. So, guys, I did not advise kicking your dad in the nuts. And if you do, don't you dare use me as an excuse. Like Syndicate said I could. But this is a question: is there any girl gamers that follow me? Because I'm interested about this and how. Now you've all got to admit this. When you know there's a girl in the game, you get tiny bit excited. Like, what? A girl playing? Where? Who is she? And then you'll get like someone called like Fluffy Bunny 356, and you're obviously like, oh, it's Fluffy Bunny. She's a girl. And then it's just like some really fat, hairy man on the other end of his Xbox microphone, like, I'm Pt.2, and he's like thinking of you getting naked, and then he'll probably message you saying, do you want to exchange pictures? Now, I'm not speaking of this as past experience. We'll just letting you all know this now. But I'm gonna speak about now, and I've got a lot of time to talk. But how I got into gaming. I've spoke on this, well, scratched on this before. But the way I got into gaming, and also, like, interrupt myself again. A lot of people wanted to finally know how it happened, how I rage quit on Modern Warfare 2. So at the end of this video, it might be a little while after this video, but feel free to come back to it. At the end of this video, there will be a link in the top left hand corner, and there will be a link in the top right. The top right will take you to the next part of this when it's finally out, and the one on the left hand corner will take you to the video of why I rage quit as soon as I got on Modern Warfare 2. Because I told you last time that I started playing on Modern Warfare 2 for the first time since Black Ops, since Black Ops came out, because I stopped playing it. And I was really into it. I was like, right, I'll go for a nuke. As soon as I got in the game, something happened, and a lot of you took a lot of guesses, like, was it Commando, was it a glitcher, was it a hacker, was it a no-scope, or something like that. And a lot of you guessed, so I'm going to put the video up because it's pretty funny, because I rage quit in the fastest time possible. I don't even think you see the start menu, I rage quit that fast. So that'll be in the top left-hand corner for you all to check out. Also, a lot of people asking about Spike. Spike my bearded dragon. Well, what's actually happened is I broke my iPhone, and I've got to wait for that to get repaired. And thanks to the people who've donated. Some people have actually been extremely nice donating money to my PayPal, because I made a PayPal fund. So as soon as I got £80 on that, I can fix my phone. So thank you to everyone on that. But I'll be doing, as I've also hinted on, my fun for a fiver, which is I will buy a game for £5 or like whatever amount of dollars that is, and from that amount from that game, I'll try and get a pretty fun game to play with. Now at the moment I've got Mirror's Edge, and I'm just playing that, and at first I was like, oh, this game sucks, I just keep falling over, but now I've really got into it, and free running's awesome. But it's got quite a lot of annoying like cinematics in it, but I'm having a lot of fun, so I'll do some live commentary on that, and I'll just make it comical, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as you enjoy most of the stuff I do. And if someone actually wants to do this, now someone recommends saying, if I sent you Left 4 Dead, will you play Left 4 Dead? And honestly, if you want to send me a game, guys, for me to play and try out, then I'll obviously do a video and I'll dedicate the video to you, basically. You know, like link your channel if you've got a channel, or yourself, or whatever you want in return. Like, no homo, no sex. I'm not doing sex in return for games. No thank you. But yeah, for Christmas, guys, if you want to send Syndicate a present, someone's actually buying me a Christmas present. But if someone wants to buy me a Christmas present, then I've got this list on GameStation where it's console, Xbox, console, Xbox 360, and then it's the price range of 1p, so that's like a cent or something in America, to $9.99. So it's like a really small price range. But if you guys have got like spare money on PayPal and you want to treat me to something for like just for fun, and then I'll be there at Christmas and I'll be like, there you go, Dad, there's your Christmas present, and I give him one present, and he's like, I ain't got you anything, haha, laughing at me. I'll just be like, oh yeah, check these presents out, and I've got like 1,000 presents. That would be awesome, guys. That would be so fun. And my dad's just like crying like, can I have one please? And I'm like, oh no, get lost. Start stealing all my presents, and he actually gets into Xbox. He could be the next Grizz as well. Imagine that. Dad, what are you doing? Nothing. I walk in his room and he's there like, no, you can't see me like this, and he's just there playing on Call of Duty. But my dad does not like Xbox. I'll just be straight out there. My dad despises it. He came back from the pub drunk the other day though, and he was like, "Oh, I heard you got to round 60," and I was just like, "Holy shit, he's a subscriber. You best not hear half the stuff I say about him." Nah, I'm joking. I don't slag my dad off. He's awesome, but he's really fun. And he came back and I was like, "Yeah, I think, guys, someone said I think I've set the solo record for UK recorded, and like, 'cause I'm the only one who's really got full proof of it. So I think that's a pretty good record to hold. Highest solo round score. That's a pretty good achievement, I think. And it's really good because when people used to say what's your highest round, I used to say 33. They'd be like, "Oh wow, that's well good." But then I get someone who's like, "Yeah, well I got to round 39," and it was just like, "All right, okay." But I think I've set a really solid score of 60. Would you say that's a high score? If it is, tell your friends, guys, that Syndicate's like an awesome zombie killing, rapage, mother fuzzing, rape. I don't know, something along the lines of that. Yeah. So yeah, about how I got my Xbox. My mum was with a boyfriend at the time, and he was a lawyer, and we were just in the Trafford Centre, like a shopping centre, and he just went, "Promise me you'll." He went, "Oh, what's this new thing called Xbox?" And I was just like, "It's just a game console. It's really expensive." It was like £300 and something at the start when it just came out, just for Xbox One controller and like a game that was shocking. And the games were all £50. The first game I ever got for Xbox was Prey. That was a bad game. I did not like that game at all. I was gonna buy it, guys, because that's on the Fun for a Fiver list. I will actually put a list when I do my first video of Fun for a Fiver. But with a Fun for a Fiver, I will I'll post the first video of Fun for a Fiver, which I hope you all enjoy. And guys, liking the videos that I do really helps. But I'll do one video of that, and then I'll do a list of the next games that I can do for a Fiver. So then on that list, the most commented one, of that game, it's got to be spelt right, because I'll just do a search of what pops up the most. And I'll give you like the top 3 games that I'd like to do for the Fun for a Fiver, and then you guys get to choose it or send me one, whichever one takes your fancy. And then I'll get doing that one. But I saw Prey there for Fiver, and I was going to do that just to want to complete it, because that'd be a good achievement. The first game I started with, I really did not know what I was doing with it. I couldn't get into it. It was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And well, that was a tight situation as well. That's what she said. And oh, was that he? Is that a he said or a she said? He said, she said on the she shore. Yeah. As you can see here again, I've got the commando, and it's just like, what's going on? And my controller's just ran out of battery. Now, this is where I started to panic, because I was like, I can't get in a situation now where I get surrounded in a swarm of zombies, because you'll always lose your momentum. Say if you like pause your game or go away from it a minute and come back, you will always forget like where each zombie is. Well, not that you're supposed to know where every single one is, but it does actually put you in that situation where you're surrounded and you've actually got a path that you're about to take to run out. Then you actually get into the game and you're like, oh, what's going on? And it's all different. So I'd advise when you're going for zombies as well, make sure you've got food, make sure you've got drink. Basically, you need the supplies: food, drink, a porn magazine to keep yourself company, or the internet to keep yourself company. Make sure that you've not got like loads of distractions, and make sure you have got, what else could we say, tissues. Yeah, you need tissues for the porn magazines. But then again, my porn magazine that I got came, well, actually, this makes me sound weird talking about porn magazines, but I was just there, sat down, and my dad came in and threw FHM, which is like, it's not like a porn magazine, but it's got naked ladies in it. Oh yeah. And he came in and threw it at me, and I was like, yeah, my daddy's giving me porno. Yeah, cheers, Dad. And then he just went, this has come in the post, I believe this is for you. So I was just like, what the hell? Is this a fan sending me porn? I was like, I like it. And it was like, in the future, don't have it lying around the house. And I was just like, what? I didn't even know it'd come. I hadn't bought any of this. And he was like, yeah, right. So he obviously thought I'd ordered porn to the house, so I don't think he was impressed with that. But then again, I was just like, where has this come from? So I was thinking for ages, and then I went to my mum's house, and then my mum went, so did you get it? And I went, no. Like it just clicked in my head. I was like, no. You sent me porn? And I was like, did you send it me? And she was like, yeah, do you like it? And I was just like, what do you mean by like? Does it make me sexually active? Does it make me want to jizz my pants? What do you want to do? And as you can see, my controller ran out of battery again. So in a minute, I do actually pause the game for quite a while and change my batteries and get it all fresh, ready for the next game. Well, for carrying on. But I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I will be doing one of these every other day, hopefully, because I'm going to be doing my Grizzly race around 35 still. So feel free to check that out. That's a fun, new, different commentary. That was up yesterday, so feel free to check out that episode. Go on my channel, leave me a comment on my channel wall if you want to ask me a question. I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Also, add me as a friend on YouTube so I can send you messages and everything like that. And feel free to subscribe and like this video, guys. I'm Syndicate, and peace out.